Okay, so this is the new program, Classkick, that we're going to be using mostly for math, but we will use it for other subjects as well. So you're going to go to classkick.com. You're going to have your students log in. So login student. We've already used it in class, and so they shouldn't need a class code. They should just be able to hit login and then continue with Google. So as you can see, there's not a whole lot of work assigned yet because I haven't done anything yet. We just started this a couple of assignments ago, but I wanted to let you know how this works because I will start using this more and more in class. So as you can see, this student is in my homeroom, and these are the things that we have assigned thus far. We have some math, and then there's even one for the U.S. Constitution that we did. So this is the student view, and then I will flip over and show you the teacher view. So the last one that we did was addition and subtraction using strip diagrams for word problems. So this is what your student will see. I will have created a slide for them. If there is a play button like this, that means that I have audio for them to listen to. And then here, I'll always say that this is a video. If they click on the video, it pops up right then and there. And this one is just an example of how to do it. And then I leave, if I do an example, I leave it on the next slide so that they can see it. So here is slide 3. And you can see that this is 3 out of 10. These are their arrows to go back and forth, but then they can also toggle down and choose the slide. So some really cool features about this that I would like for the students to use if they can. We do have a pen tool here, which allows them to mark on their page. And then if they need to erase it, there's an eraser, and they just click on the eraser. There's also a highlighter tool. So if we were to do word problems, they can use the highlighter tool. Or if I were to ever assign like science or social studies readings, I'd want for them to use the highlighter tool there. Again, you just click the eraser and you pick the erasers. There will be times where I want for them to add a text box. So that's just like a little how-to, but they just click and drag and then they can just start typing, and that text box will be added into their slide. One of the super neat functions of this that I like the most is this little camera button right here. They click on the camera, they go to the camera, and then it automatically pulls the camera up. So if they're doing their work on a separate sheet of paper, that's my dog, sorry. If they're doing their work on a separate sheet of paper, they can just hold that paper up to the camera, click this capture button right here, and then it'll automatically paste it into the slide. They don't have to try to find another button, try to find the file, whatever it is. And then there are arrows that they need to try to find. Hang on. This part's the tricky part. You should be able to resize it, but it's not letting me. Anyways, I just will have the students move it down so that I can still see any strategies or work that they did, but then they will have the picture here of their actual work if they don't want to do it on the screen. The last thing that I want to show you is this little microphone right here. I will have them add audio if they are like able to talk me through something. So again, you just click here, you hit start recording, and then once it started recording, it'll automatically paste it into the slide just like the video, or just like the picture did. Another super awesome function of this is, let's say that this student is really struggling with this problem. There is a little hand right here that they can click, and it has 2 options, please help or please check. So let's say this student needs help, please help, and it says your hand has been raised for help. Now let me show you what it looks like on my end. So here's how it looks on my end. I have all the students named here, and so I can basically see every student in their progress. It lets me know how they did on the assignment, if there are any questions. So like the student, for example, hasn't finished this one yet, so there's no answer. But the student that I was just on, so here's the student that I was just on. As you can see, I can see that he's currently on it because whereas this student's name is completely gray, this student's name is dark, and it's telling me that he's currently on that slide. I see the hand raise on my end. So right here, it says that they need help on slide 3. So now I'm here. It tells me that that student is currently here. And so I can sit here and we can have a conversation. So I can type, "What's up?" so that he knows that I'm here. And then if I go back to his screen, it says that I put his hand down and I'm here, "What's up?" So now he can be writing on the screen, blah, 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 blah. And then on my end, I see exactly what he's doing live. And then I can write on the screen. And then he can see me writing what I did in green. So we can be working on the same screen at the exact same time. Now I'm going to delete this because he's going to have to go back and work on this in a little bit. The one thing is that students cannot delete what I've written on the screen. So for me to have to write on the screen, or for me to delete it, I would have to go into my screen and delete it. Like I said, this is a super awesome tool. I do plan on using this for math because this is the way that I'm going to have them showing their work. And then whenever the student is ready, then he can click the please check. So it says you raised your hand to check. On my end, I have my notification. He wants me to check his answer, and then I can type in correct, check it again, whatever. So yeah, so this is Classkick. This is why I like it so much. There are multiple ways that we can do this. So a different assignment that I did was in social studies. We did the U.S. Constitution follow along. And so here, again, same little play button. This is me reading the question out loud, but then at this point it's a multiple choice. So on the student's view, it will look like this. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot, and this is a really great way for me to be able to keep the students accountable, make sure that they're working and actually working, but also for me to be able to help them almost instantaneously.